How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm gonna show you Hiby link with the Tempotec V1. So this is the V1, and as you know that this one does not have analog out, so it's got USB digital to my Hugo 2, and it's got Hiby OS on it. And this will work with every other Hiby OS device as long as it has a Hiby link support. If you don't have it, then I think you need to update Hiby OS, and some music players I think are too old now, so they probably won't have the update. But in this video I'm going to show you the Hiby link with the Tempotec V1. So the first thing you need to do is either go on your Android or iOS device, your phone, and you need to download the Hiby music app. So once you go ahead and do that, you can click on it, skip this, and I've already been using it just to see how it's like. So this is basically the main screen. Now I was looking through the Hiby OS, the Hiby link feature from this menu, but it's not in here. It's actually this over here, so this icon there, and then you've got two options. So you've got Hiby server, which basically means this is going to be the device with the music on it, and you want to stream it to something else, or you want to control this device from something else. In this case I want the music to be on that one, so this is going to be the client. So this phone here is going to be like the remote control. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the client, and it's going to ask you if you want to turn Bluetooth on. Click allow. So it's going to turn the Bluetooth on, and then what you need to go do is turn on the Tempotec V1. I'll change the brightness on this actually, and I should probably zoom in. So in this you need to go to the Bluetooth settings, and you turn the Bluetooth on, and then you also need to turn on the Hiby link over here. Yes, I don't know why it does that for some weird reason. And then click Hiby link, and then you need to, on your phone, you need to click search for devices, and it should come up in the available devices. When I first tried this, it didn't actually work for some weird reason. It said, oh, there's two of them. I'll just go ahead and turn this off and then back on again. I think this was doing, see, as you can see, it's trying to connect to something. I don't know what it is, and then when you try to connect to it in here, it says connection failed, something weird. But I've managed to get it connected, and what happens is, as you can see, it's connected now. So once you get the connection, it'll start working, and then I can access all the stuff from here, I think. There we go. So it's all over here. If I go on abduction, it should start playing over there as well, and it'll pop up the album art over here. So that is really cool. So basically this is now the remote control. Now what you can do with the Hiby link, I'll just put this to the side, I suppose, and I'll focus on this now. So what you can do is, you've got all the library from the memory card. So if you go on the folder here, you've actually got both of the memory cards here. I can go on this one, and I'll probably go on something, and it'll actually, this is going to change as well. As you can see, it changed first, and then this one changed. So it'll bring that across. So it tells you the sample rate, the bit rate, and also the stuff like that. And it also brings over some of the attributes of the file over here. So you've got file size and everything, and you got the directory as well. So that's pretty cool. And then you can change the playback thingy that's over there in the corner. I'll go ahead and sequential play, and you can change this to the older one, the new one. I think that's the new one. Apart from that, you can actually change that as well. So if you keep an eye on that, you can actually go scrub through the music. So as you can see, it says Hiby link over there. So there's the playback queue. You can add it to the playlist and everything. So that is all come through. The other thing that's come, so you got all the files. You can actually do that, and then you can use this kind of like a music player. But I should have turned this on first. the audio is going to go through there. So as you can see, DAC connected, that's going to go through there. So if I change the quality of the playing on here, it's going to change the color over there. You've also got artist, so you've got the whole thing here, and if you go on playlist, this is the favorites, and as you can see, it's starting to count over there. I don't know if you can read it. It's counting up, and oops, if I go on this, that's gonna show you 4,380. It's gonna load up, you know, the album cover as well, and I've got all the album. I'm talking about the album covers in a bit. So as you can see, it's gonna start going up. It's gonna start loading all the music in over here. So the V1, in my opinion, is a little sluggish. Is a bit slow to, you know, navigate around when you're doing things. This helps a lot. So you got DSD as well. So as you can see, that's gone white. So it's playing DSD. Let's see what this. Okay, now this is now let me talk about the album covers. I think it's, you know, best to get straight into it. If you can actually see this, I don't know if you really can, if it's going to focus, right? And then you look at this album cover and this one, they look a bit different, and that's because this is actually crushing the blacks. I'll go on folder here, we'll go back on Amanamat, and I'll show you this one here. So that's one of the things I noticed. This also does it on its own as well. So as you can see, obviously this is much higher quality, looks better, but this one is less sort of crushed. The shadows on the picture, it actually crushes them up. If I can go and show, I think the newest one, maybe it's this one. So this is gonna have a big difference. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video there, but as you can see the cloth over there more than this one here. So it changes the look of the album art. The colors are better on this because this display is much better than that one. So the thing with this display is that it's not vibrant. This one is. So this is much nicer display. The only problem is, as it's pulling the album covers from there to here, it's downloading them from the music player. I don't know if they're the full quality. So all my album covers are 1000 pixels by 1000 something. That's what I try to get. Obviously, if the aspect ratio is different, it'll be like 1000 by 900. But that's what I try to get. So if you look at the detail on them, it's really good. Let's go down to Megadeth. We've got this one, looks really good. So this one doesn't, in my opinion, you know, suffer from the sort of crushing. Also, I mean, so it does do it again, as you can see over there a little bit, but overall it's pretty nice. So this is, you know, higher resolution display, so you can actually see the texture and all that on it. That's really nice. So the album covers look much better on here. There, I prefer it this way, and that obviously changes the playback sample rate over there. So now I mean, this is just really cool. Let's show you this album cover. That one loads it first, and it will come over here once it downloads it, and boom. So there we go. As you can see, I don't know if you can actually see this, but it's crushing the blacks, which is the only thing I don't like about it. As you can see, the shadow on the sync over there, it's got detail. Over here, it's crushed it. Maybe it's this display, I don't know. I know that looks more like it. The only difference is the colors on that are wrong. And it seems to be crushing the shadows on there as well a little bit more than, you know. I mean, you can control it from here if you want, but that's not the whole point of this. Let's go on so that's one of the things. This one does not show the album covers. Let's go on a different one. I think survival. This is probably, oh, that one actually. So this one changed, but the album cover is coming through. So there we go. This one looks nicer. I don't mind the way this one looks, although I can still tell that it's being crushed again. If you look at that flag, that does not look right. But that's a minor, I suppose. So one thing about this is, if you go to the albums, I don't think it's gonna load all these album arts in. It loads only the one that's playing in, which seems fair enough, you know. I get it. It's, you know, let's go on this one. Awesome song. But it's just much nicer to use this as a controller. As you can see, that's gone blue, then boom, look at that. Nice. So this one looks okay. I like this one. This is pretty. But you can see again, if you look closer, it is crushing the blacks again. But I suppose you get what you pay for, or whatever. I mean, it's free. What I'm on about. So yeah, it's not gonna load the album covers here. But that being said, it's much nicer to. It's much nicer to, you know, navigate, because it's much faster on here. Okay, there we go. You can actually turn that off, so that'll be like that. So every time you turn the Hiby app on and then this on, it'll automatically connect as long as you have the Bluetooth on. You can go ahead and play a different song here and it'll just load that up. So I mean, it's pretty cool. There's that. I should actually go on a different quality file. This will be DSD right here. Which one? So that's why. So I mean, again, A is just like a controller. It actually looks pretty good. I don't know what the actual looks like, but as I can, again, I can tell it's crushing the blacks. That's something that bugs me. But if you go on here, it actually shows you, you know, the bit rate, 1 bit. It does not show you the, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can go on your playlist over here. I mean, you can control everything other than the options of the device. So you can't change some of the settings. I think you might be able to if you go on settings here. Oh yeah, I think yeah, you. Oh wait, no, they grayed out actually. So you can't change the settings. You can download the album covers. But yeah, I mean, Hiby Link seems to be working really well. I do like it. I think I'm going to be using this now on. So the audio comes from the Hugo 2. I can turn that off now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So, you know, oh, look at that, the G in it. You can turn this off. There you go. Connection failed. Boom, it's gone. And then once this is gone, your normal music should actually come back here. There we go. So that's the normal songs over here, which is much lower quality, if it even works. So there we go, much lower quality. You know, I keep them like that because they take up too much space. And this one, it's got a lot of storage, so it's fine. Anyways, so yeah, Hiby Link really does work and I really like it. This is a stock Android 10 phone and it works perfectly fine on it. So I'm really happy with this. This is a really cool setup. I mean, this basically means you can put this in your hi-fi setup and then you can control it from this. So that'll be awesome. So you don't need the 2Go thing, which I was interested in getting, but I mean, it costs a lot of money. I'm not going to spend that much just for like a streamer. I know it's like proper high-end, it's got like loads of stuff on it. It's built for this and stuff like that, but you know, this has 2 memory cards. I can actually control this just like here. The volume control, you can also control it and they'll change the volume on this. But as you know, this is the V1, not the V1A. So the only volume control in this setup here is this one here. So it doesn't matter what volume I change to, it's not going to affect it. I have to change the volume here. So yeah, really cool. Really happy about this. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comment section below. Again, it didn't work the first time. I tried a couple of times before I could get it to work, but once it gets up and working, it is really good. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.